What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Trevor Castleberry here, CEO of Castleberry Consulting and author of the For the Hustler book series and host of the Gain More Leverage Challenge, which starts tomorrow. For those of you who have seen one of my videos before and have heard of the Gain More Leverage Challenge, which is a 5-day great new challenge and training for anybody who needs help in employment negotiations, closing more sales, partnership negotiations, and even investment negotiations. How you can get direct teaching from me one-on-one. Join my Game of Leverage Challenge at Castleberry.com. But tonight we are here for New School Negotiations to discuss 3 rejections every salesperson must be able to overcome. So let's dive right into it. You guys know I'm big on payment negotiations. So this is right up my alley. And if you are somebody who's selling a high ticket product or B2B services or products, then this will work great for you. The 3 objections we're talking about tonight are, number 1, in payment objections. Number 1, they want the product, but they want to make a payment plan. They want to make a down payment instead of paying everything up front as if you want, the way you would like them to. Number 2, they want to purchase the product, but they want some sort of guarantee as opposed to, before they make that final step of purchasing the product. And then lastly, a company who literally wants you to provide the product and they'll pay you on the back end, either once it proves itself useful or once they're done using it, right? So they want to either pay you a down payment and give you the rest later. They want to give you nothing up front and pay you it all later, or they'll pay you everything up front, but they want some sort of guarantee. How do you deal with these 3 type of clients? Number 1, the client who wants to give you a down payment and pay for later, you have to understand what their ideology going into that is. And really it comes down to they want to leverage their capital in the best way possible. So, if you're selling a $20,000 product, they want to give you $10,000 up front, use the product, and then give you the remaining $10,000 on the back end. That way they can, that way they can feel good about being able to leverage $10,000 to get a $20,000 product. That's an analytical negotiator, an analytical client, because they're really into crunching those numbers and using their capital and resources as efficiently as possible. How do you overcome this objection? You have to let them know, or really it comes with a question. You tell them the price is $20,000. They tell you, hey, we have $10,000. We'd like to give you a down payment of $10,000 and pay you the rest on the back end. The question you ask is, how am I supposed to do that? Right? Everybody who knows me or who has been to one of my beta launch challenges knows, how am I supposed to do that? Chris Voss is the man for giving us this question. How am I supposed to do that? If they say, what do you mean, how are you supposed to do that? Again, ask them, how am I supposed to give you a product of this caliber without getting full compensation up front? Right? Because really they're analytical. So 1, we want to make sure that they understand it's a high caliber and high value product. And 2, that you do expect full payment up front. So now you put the ball in their court. How am I supposed to give you a product of this caliber without getting paid fully up front? If they can give you a good answer, which may be something like, we had the $20,000, but we had an emergency expense, and the only way we'd be able to actually use your product, we need these other things in order, and we have to make sure we had all those together. So now we only have the $10,000 available. We can give you, the rest of the $10,000 in a week, right? Maybe that's the answer they give you. If that answer is cool with you, you should now don't just say yes. You should now follow up with, okay, how many payment plans do you expect to make? Right. So number 1, figure out how much that down payment is and when they expect to pay everything to you. If that is within a good time frame for you and you feel like working with them because maybe you already have some sort of prior experience working with this company, then you follow up by asking, how many payment plans do you expect to make? Now, if they tell you, or how many payments do they expect to make? If they say, the $10,000 up front and then the $10,000 after in 7 days, then sure, maybe that's something you're willing to go into. If they tell you $10,000 up front, then $5,000 and then $5,000 again, and it's going to take 1 week, maybe that's fine for you. But if they tell you $10,000 up front and then $1,000 every week from now for the next 10 weeks, No, absolutely not. We never want to even take payment plans, but if you have to take them, if they're already in your payment protocols, you want to leave it to 3 or less. Obviously, depending on the product and industry, but for this case, we're talking about direct sales of a $20,000 product. You really want the money up front. If you have to get the money in pieces, you don't want any more than 3 payments. Ideally, 2 payments if it's a company that you already know. So that's how you get around a client that wants to pay in pieces. If they tell you, again, once they tell you, we can do it in 3 payments or something like that. Now you can figure out, you can still let them know before they actually pay that invoice. Let them know. Altogether, the price will be higher by you taking this payment plan. Because remember, these people are analytical. They do crunch numbers and they want to make sure that they're leveraging their money correctly. And you need to let them know when you opt into this payment plan, the total that you pay in the end will be higher than if you pay everything up front. You do that, 1, as an incentive to get people to pay you up front, and 2, to make sure that you don't get screwed on the back end if they're not able to fulfill all of their payments on time or if at all. And in doing that, you make sure that the payment plan costs more, substantially more, or acknowledgeably more money than them paying up front. If they're willing to still opt into that, then you know that it's actually a money issue. But if it's really just I want to have the pride of being able to leverage the money, or I want to have the power of being able to leverage the money, they'll likely back out and say, you know what, we'll just pay everything up front to avoid paying extra. Right? So you want to make sure with that analytical negotiator or analytical client, are they really just in it for the pride of being able to leverage money or hold stuff on the back? Or do they really have a money problem that they need me to help them with? If they opt out, then you know it was a money problem. I mean, if they opt into the payment plans, it's more likely a money problem that you're helping them with, and now you're essentially strengthening that relationship. And if they can't afford it, I mean, if they can't afford the if they don't want to go in and leverage the money for, I mean, if all they want to do is leverage the money further and they decide they don't want to pay more by paying all those extra payments, then you know that it was just them wanting to leverage their money. So you don't have to worry about not helping them. So that's number 1, the analytical client. Number 2, we're going to go with the accommodating client. This is the client who is willing to pay the $20,000 up front, but they seem to want some sort of guarantee. It could be very stressful, especially because you've already gone through your pitch. They've already let you know that they need your product. You already let them know that your product is a solution. They've already let you know that they believe that your product is a solution and that they believe it's worth the money and that they have the money. So why aren't they buying? It's really, they just want some sort of guarantee. So, you tell them the price is $20,000. They'll say, cool, it seems like a good price, but and then they just ask for something on top of that, which is usually some sort of guarantee. They'll ask something like, what happens if this doesn't work out? Or, is there some sort of, how am I able to cancel this if it isn't working, 2 days into this 90-day thing? Or if I have an emergency and I can no longer do this, is there a possibility to get my money back? Right. So this is why it's great to have 30-day guarantee and stuff like that. But if you don't feel like putting the money up, or if this is a product that you have to spend money in order to provide the product, so you're not able to give that guarantee at the end, then don't give a guarantee. If they want a guarantee, ask them, hey, how am I supposed to give you some sort of guarantee if I don't know if I don't know what your input or what your belief or what your commitment to this product is, right? How am I supposed to give you a guarantee on the outcome of this product if I don't know how committed you are to the product? The only guarantee I can give you is that the outcome and the output will be directly related to your input. So if you're not 100% committed to this product and this solution, then you need to find a solution that you are 100% committed to, because the only solution that's going to work for you is one that you're 100% committed to. And you need to make sure that they understand this. No product, no solution will work for you unless you're 100% committed. So are you 100% committed to solving your obstacle and this solution to do that? If they are, you can follow up by saying, okay, so then the price is $20,000. Because at the end of the day, they should be the ones giving you the guarantee, like, oh, I already know when I use this product, it's going to work. Because that's the whole purpose of the meeting with you, spending the time and getting you to the point that you're selling them this product. That was the whole point of them getting through your prospecting phase, maybe speaking to an intro salesperson first and then getting to you, right? There's no reason for them to walk out of this deal without the product in their hand and without you having a signed check for $20,000 in your hand. So make sure if it seems like they're looking for a guarantee, you address it. It seems like you're looking for a guarantee. How am I supposed to give you a guarantee if I don't know how committed you are to this product? Because the outcome and the output will be directly correlated to your input. So are you 100% committed to solving this problem? Boom. Once they say yes, get them to pay, right? They're already 100% committed. Prove that you're 100% committed by paying the price that it costs for this. Because at the end of the day, one of my favorite lessons in sales was every product that people buy, no matter if it's a direct-to-consumer or B2B, in all reality, they're really trying to buy back time, respect, or peace, right? Time is like, when you go out to eat or get takeout instead of getting groceries and going home and cook. You don't have enough time. So you're buying back your time by getting something quick to eat that somebody else can cook and they can clean up their kitchen instead of you having to do it yourself. When it comes to respect, somebody buying a Bentley or S-Class Mercedes or something like that you don't need that kind of car in order to get from point A to point B. You could do it in a Toyota Corolla, right? But you get a lot more respect on the way from point A to B when you're in an S-Class Mercedes or when you're in that Bentley or when you're in whatever luxury high-end car, right? Same thing with clothes. Same thing with this crown, right? So when it comes to a purchase, you're buying back time or you're buying respect on the way to going from point A to point B in your life. And lastly is peace. You're buying back peace. So that's why people pay for therapists. That's why people pay for vacations. That's why people ask for PTO. That's why people pay for hotel stays, right? That's why people pay to be at resorts. You just want the peace of being able to have the time to yourself and do what you want. And a lot of times when people are trying to make more money, they're likely trying to get more respect or more peace. A lot of times when people are trying to pay down debt, it's really they're just trying to get more time. A lot of time when people are trying to make better relationships, it's really for more respect. A lot of times when people are trying to, get better health, it's really for more time. It's really for more respect. Or it might be for all three, time, respect, and peace. But you can use that ideology when you're pitching to the person. So you don't have to talk to them about, oh, you're buying this $20,000 course or this $20,000 product. You're really buying back your time. And this time that you're buying back is worth a lot more than the price of what I'm charging you for this product. Or this piece that you're gonna get from being able to access this product is a lot more valuable than this $20,000 product. The respect that you're gonna get or the respect that you'll receive and feel when you walk around with this $20,000 product is more valuable than the $20,000 price tag on this product, right? So that's the best way to do it, again, because most people can only identify the feeling that they're going to get from having more time, respect, or peace. They can't actually put a dollar value on it, because if they could, they would have already purchased the product knowing that the dollar value is worth more than the price of the product you're selling, right? So that's rejection number 2. So the first one was them wanting to put a down payment and then pay you the rest on the back end. And you hit them with the, how am I supposed to give you a product of this caliber without getting full compensation up front? Second is they want to pay you everything up front, but they want some sort of guarantee. How am I supposed to give you a guarantee if I don't know your level of commitment to this solution, right? No solution is going to work for you unless you're 100% committed. And the price tag on this product is much lower than the value on the time, peace, or respect that you're going to get after you're able to commit to the solution and solve whatever problem it is that you're trying to fix. Lastly, you have the assertive client, the assertive negotiator. And when you think of assertive, you might think of somebody yelling in the room and all that other stuff. But a lot of times the assertive person may be quiet for the entire meeting. They might just sit there and look you right in your face while you're making your pitch, and you have no idea if they like what you're saying, if they think you're full of crap or what. But the fact that they're sitting there so stoic, the only thing you can do is continue your sales pitch, right? And at the end, you tell them the number and they just tell you, listen, we want to use your product. We know the product will work, but we don't want to pay upfront for this product, especially because of, and they'll come up with some analytical reason to throw you off, or they'll come up with some accommodating reason to throw you off, or they'll just straight outright say, we don't think it's worth that money anyway. But typically they're going to tell you either we don't have the money for XYZ, or we don't have the resources for XYZ, so we want to be able to use the product and we'll have the stuff to pay you. Or they'll just outright let you know, like, we don't think that it's worth this value or this price tag that you put on it, so we want to use it first. And if it proves itself true, we have no problem releasing the funds that you asked for or the funds that you requested. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. What you do, instead of telling them, how am I supposed to do that and give you a product without full compensation up front, blah, blah, blah. They're assertive. They don't care about the logistics of things. They just want this thing to get done as fast as possible. So you just get very vague with them. How am I supposed to do that? Right? You tell them, how am I supposed to do that? You don't even have to go into a product of this caliber, blah. It don't matter. Whatever product they're asking for, how am I supposed to give it to you for no money up front? You crazy? So instead of asking them, are you crazy? You just, how am I supposed to do that? Because they're assertive, they're likely going to want to give you an answer. Maybe they don't want to say, I don't know, because assertive people they want to prove themselves right. Intellectual warfare is what they're into. They want to sit there and prove that they're smarter than you and beat you at the table and have you submit to giving them the product for no money up front, right? These people just ask them, how am I supposed to do that? Force them to give you a good answer. Since they're so smart, since they had the audacity and the nerve to think that they were going to come and get this high value product from you for no money up front, make them come up with the reason and the solution and the logistics of how you're supposed to do this. And when they can't, because there's no reason that you ever should, you follow up by asking them, are you asking for this product with no payment up front? Is this a commitment issue? Or is this a payment, or is this, a capital issue, right? Ask them, figure it out. The main reason, you remember how to phrase this. Is this, are you looking for some sort of guarantee? Is this a commitment issue? Or are you looking for some sort of payment plan? Is this a capital issue? Asking them that question, you only give them the red pill or the blue pill. Choose. Is it, red pill or blue? There's only two options. Capital or guarantee? Capital or guarantee? Which one is it? And why do you give them those two options? Because whichever one they say puts them either into the analytical box or the accommodator box, right? Because one thing you'll hear, especially if you watch some of my older videos, is the best way to figure out somebody's negotiation archetype is to be assertive with them, because the assertive person will show the assertion and the analytical person and the accommodating person will respond in their natural way. So once they reveal it's a commitment issue, you know that they're actually accommodating, and you go through the whole accommodating cycle of, how am I supposed to give you a guarantee? You need to show your level of commitment, blah, 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 blah. If they tell you something about the payment and, we didn't want to put up that much money ahead of time, or we don't want to pay this much money without proof of concept or proof that this thing works, that means they're analytical. They're really just trying to leverage their money. So you go right back into that first script that I gave you of, now, how am I supposed to give you a product of this caliber without upfront compensation, right? Because if it's a money issue, that means it's not that they don't believe it's worth it. They just want to leverage their money. If it's a guarantee issue, now it might be a issue with the value of the product. That's why they want the guarantee. But again, you make them the guarantee. They have to give you the guarantee that they're committed, and their way of doing that is by paying you fully upfront, right? So we get through the analytical client by figuring out how many payments they want and all that stuff, and for them answering, and by them answering, how am I supposed to get you this product, a product of this caliber with no payment up front? We get through to the accommodating negotiator or accommodating client by forcing them to give us the guarantee that they're 100% committed to this product and this solution, right? And they do that by paying, but first they have to verbalize that. And then lastly, the assertive client, we hit them back with assertion of just how am I supposed to do that? And it'll force them to eventually go into the analytical or assertive notions of it's a commitment or guarantee issue, or it's a payment or leverage issue. And either way, you already have the script to go and attack those, because that'll make them either analytical or accommodating. Okay, that's all I have for you guys tonight for New School Negotiation. Again, my name's Trevor Castleberry. I'm really here tonight to let you guys know we got less than 24 hours before the start of the Game or Leverage Challenge. And listen, there's a nice amount of people in there, but I know there's people watching these videos that really need more help, whether you're employed, whether you're self-employed, whether you're a business owner, or just an outright investor. I have salespeople in my DMs all the time trying to connect with me. I have small business owners in my DMs all the time trying to connect with me. And the one thing I know you guys need is each other. The best way to get there, find each other, meet with each other, partner with each other, and negotiate like professionals is going to be to join this Game or Leverage Challenge, where I'm giving you a breakdown, an hour a day, 5 days, just $100, a little less than that, $97, to teach you so much game, to help you close more sales, whether that's on your job or for your company, to help you gain more partnerships, whether that's for your job or for your company, to help you negotiate a raise, whether that's for your job or, as an investor trying to negotiate more equity out of your investment. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking to find ways to stack the deck and help you get more leverage and get more value out of your ability to speak and communicate, or if you already know that that's a weak point for you that you're not already utilizing properly, go to Castleberry.com, link up with me. I'll be live tomorrow at 12 p.m. going straight through this Game or Leverage Challenge. We already got 10 affiliates. Some of the homework in the challenge is going to force you guys to even create partnerships with other people in the challenge. And if you come to the challenge and things don't work out the way they're supposed to work out, feel free to email me and we can discuss what the issue was. But so far, I've got over 12 people telling me that the challenge is perfect. They loved everything about it. And ever since they took the challenge, they've come back with either more partnerships or more negotiation expertise that have been working for them financially. Not just time, not just respect, not just peace, but the finances to go along with it, right? So if that sounds like something that will benefit you and benefit your life and help you reach some of the goals that you have in store, make sure you go to Castleberry.com, hit the giant join the challenge button, and join the Game or Leverage Challenge. Now, for those of you that are already signed up for the Game or Leverage Challenge, or for you that are just thinking to yourself, hey, dude, this is the first night I'm ever watching you. I don't have time to watch any more videos, but I would like to watch some more videos another day. How can I follow you? You can follow me all over the place. I'm live on StreamYard right now on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Clubhouse, right? All you got to do is go to Castleberry.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and you'll find all 5 of my social media links. The names of all the pages are different, so it's much easier for you to go there and follow me everywhere. And the best reason to do that is because I drop exclusive content on each and every platform, meaning there's things on Facebook that are not on Instagram, things on Instagram that are not on YouTube, and all the way around. So if you want the most value out of my content and to get all different types of creativity from me, you should be following me on every platform to see what I have to offer. And lastly, if you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to join the challenge, Trevor, I already follow you everywhere, but there's something else missing. Maybe it's because you haven't read my book, the For the Hustler book series. Well, right now, For the Hustler Volume 1 and 2, you can access for free. You can access the ebooks for free by joining the Castleberry Corporate Academy, which is, just a beautiful community online of talented professionals who are working together to build their corporate respect and corporate responsibilities and corporate skill set that would allow them to get the finances to buy back their time, allow them to get the positions to garner the respect, and allow them to get the team and the progress and the skill work and the discipline that will give them the peace to go along with it. If you're looking for time, peace, or respect to add to your life, I think you would be greatly served to go to castleberry.com. There's a link up top to the, go to hustlerbooks.com. You can download For the Hustler for free, as well as get a free 60-day membership to the Castleberry Corporate Academy. And you can see all the content that we have there before you actually charge anything for 2 months. That offer will be changing very soon. So if you're not joining the Game on Leverage Challenge, this would be a great time to join the Castleberry Corporate Academy. Get some free books, get some free content, get some free lessons. So I have the opportunity to show you why you need to join the Game on Leverage Challenge. Again, my name is Trevor Castleberry, CEO of Castleberry Consulting, author of the For the Hustler book series, and I'm out. Peace.